White House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt is missing from press briefings, and the White House is not being upfront about what's going on. We have the receipts. I've been looking forward to talking to you about this. If you've been following the Trump White House fall apart in real time, here's another piece of evidence which really points to the chaos inside of the Oval Office. Karoline Leavitt has basically disappeared from press briefings. This is not speculation. It's right there in the public record. Her media appearances have diminished dramatically, but I'm talking about press briefings, the so-called beacon of transparency, where the press gets to ask questions and hold the administration accountable. Since the inauguration, Karoline Leavitt had originally held at least one press briefing every single week. No exceptions. Now, sometimes the gap was like a little longer than 7 days, but every calendar week, there would be a press briefing. That is now changing. The first skipped week was August 4 to 8. After months of weekly appearances, she goes missing. In August, she gave 3 briefings total, already a steep decline from the normal pace. In September, we've had 1 briefing in 3 full weeks. That is not a subtle slowdown. That's like, we're done. It's falling off of a cliff. Now, the excuses are starting to mount. Well, Trump left for the UK. Okay, fine, but Leavitt has held plenty of briefings on Mondays before, and Trump didn't leave till Tuesday. If she wanted to, she could have done one. She didn't do it. And when you look at the schedule, it really tells the story. You look at January through July, regular, consistent press briefings, multiple per week at times. August skips a week and then 3. And then September, 1 appearance over a 3+ week period. Now, we care about this for a couple of different reasons. I spoke about it with Donald Trump's own former Deputy Press Secretary, Sarah Matthews, on the Friday show. This is an administration that came in saying we are going to be more transparent than anybody. It's not going to be like the Biden administration. They ripped Biden, in fact, and said, oh, Biden was being hidden from the American people. The Biden administration was hiding from the American people. And they had these rants, not enough press briefings. Where's Karine Jean-Pierre? What does she have to hide? Why aren't there questions being answered? Why is Biden unavailable? This was a go-to line of attack. And they said it's going to be totally different when Donald Trump is president again. And now Karoline Leavitt has basically vanished. The same people who said we're going to have daily briefings, they mocked Biden for ducking the press. They're silent. They don't care because it's their side now. And if you want transparency, you're not getting it from this administration. Now, there's a natural question, which is why? Why is this happening? Is she burnt out? Is she being pushed out? Is the White House so chaotic and so toxic that even its most loyal mouthpieces can't keep the act up anymore? Whatever the reason, this is what a transparency collapse looks like. It's not just a policy collapse. It's not just a polling collapse. The basic sort of machinery, the scaffolding of communication is collapsing. Now, when I asked, and check out the interview, by the way, I did with Sarah Matthews last week. When I asked Sarah Matthews, what is your experience of reasons not to brief? Because she worked in the first Trump White House. She said it's usually that there's something specific you don't want to talk about, or you feel that you have nothing positive to bring forward, which leaves us to speculate. Do they not want to talk about what's going on with the economy and the failure of the tariff policy? Maybe. Do they not want to talk about how terribly the authoritarian deportation scheme is going? Maybe. Do they not want to answer questions about the complete and total lack of transparency around the Epstein files? Could be. Is it that the anti-war president is looking pretty war hawkish and they don't want to talk about that? Could be all of the above. And so Sarah Matthews' speculation was it's either there's something specific you don't want to answer questions about, or you just don't have anything to propagandize about and to show up and go, well, we have an incredible day today. The president has achieved X and he's done Y and whatever, even if it's crap, right? You have something to plausibly throw there. The press secretary's job is show up and sell the message. She's not showing up. And so we're naturally wondering, are they acknowledging that they don't have any message to sell at this point in time? But when you consider that this was the administration that said there will be no one more transparent than us. We will be briefing more than anybody. The Biden administration will be put to shame. We're going to be out there every day taking questions. And all of a sudden, this is what they used to promise to bludgeon their political opponents. And now it's completely broken down. So I'll ask you, where do you think Karoline Leavitt is? Or maybe better said, why aren't they doing press briefings at this point in time? Why is she barely doing press appearances? I want to hear from you. You can email me, info@davidpakman.com. And remember to like this video and leave a comment. It really makes a huge difference in YouTube's algorithm, which is increasingly pushing out left of center content. Make sure to give us a like. It really makes a huge difference. Many of us know it can be tough to stay on top of nutrition every single day, especially when things get busy and hectic. That is why I've made AG1 part of my morning routine. AG1 has now launched their next gen formula, still just a scoop a day, but it's been upgraded with more vitamins and minerals, a stronger probiotic blend, and this is the biggest thing, clinically backed by 4 human clinical trials. Most supplements don't go through anything like that. In one clinical trial, AG1 Next Gen increased healthy gut bacteria by 10 times. It's also clinically shown to help fill common nutrient gaps, even if you eat pretty well already. I mix AG1 with water before my world famous cappuccino in the morning. Quick, tastes good, just helps me feel like I'm covering my nutritional bases. And now clinically backed with an advanced formula, it's the perfect time to try AG1 if you haven't. Head to drinkag1.com/Pakman to subscribe. You'll get a free bottle of AG D3K2, a welcome kit, and 5 travel packs with your first order. The link is in the description.